I think last time we spoke, you did talk about moving towards an ecosystem approach.
Mm-hmm.
What does that really look like in practice? Can you share an real world example for those that may be listening?
Yeah, and let me start with, as I do, I've referenced music a couple times. It's part of what gets me through every day, not just because of stress, but because of motivation. And so it's not uncommon in my basement, and I will own this right now for all musicians as part of your community. I can't play anything without massive distortion because then it's all right? So somewhere in the basement is a big old pile of guitar strings, right? It's just a mess. But that is actually a beautiful representation of the ecosystem that our organizations work in. Is that somewhere in there is the right string for me to pull at the right moment for that right sound to do that right service, right? So when you really think about this ecosystem mindset, is that none of us truly operate independent or in silos or in verticals. As you know, I think we all challenge ourselves to break out of silos, but then our mission says, I only do this. But then there's an overlap over here of another organization that does kind of skirt what you do, if not touch it a little bit. So don't compete, talk. Right. And so when you're building it's no different than building your own personal network. Like all of us have a personal and professional networks, and sometimes there's a beautiful bleed between the two. Your association works the same way. So our ecosystem is not just planning in higher ed. Notice at the beginning, I said our community of practice for an inclusive program. Well, that means that we got people who actually may not ever plan a minute in their life, although everybody does. That's a different thing. Right?
True.
Yeah. But they got impact on whether or not your plan is going to be successful. So how do you get that inclusive table of conversations outside your discipline? Because everything influences everything.